This video today I'm going to talk about the top 5 cryptocurrencies which I think that can help you retire early. Now, if you know the story of Bitcoin, which was invented in 2009, it has grown from right from $1 a few cents to $7,000 today. Now, the people who get introduced to Bitcoin as of today, or maybe they were introduced last year, they have just one feeling, which is wish I was there in 2010, wish I was there in 2009, wish I knew about all this in back in 2011, and then they could have retired, right? So we are going to talk about not Bitcoin, of course. Bitcoin has already done the job. Now let's talk about other top 5 cryptocurrencies which have the same potential. So the number one on my list is Ethereum. As you guys know, Ethereum is an blockchain which helps several companies build their own blockchain on top of it, a decentralized application. And Ethereum is already being used by these ICOs and new startup, so raise ICOs to raise funds and distribute their tokens. Now if you look at the price of Ethereum in January, it was about $8, and if you look at the price today, it's about $330. It's just about $300. So a growth of about almost $300 per ether, which is a great bet and having a great potential. So that's number one on my list, which is Ethereum. Now the number two on my list is, this is surprising, which is Bitcoin Cash. Now why do I say Bitcoin Cash? Bitcoin Cash, as we all know, is a fork of Bitcoin which was introduced in August 1st, and when it was launched it was about $400. If you look in the last 4 months, just last week it has a bull run, and right now it's being traded about $1,200, $1,300. Now a lot of people also believe that probably Bitcoin Cash can be the next Bitcoin because of its 8 MB block size, which is missing in the original Bitcoin. So I do think that Bitcoin Cash can really have a great future in future, can have a great price in future, sorry. And people will be using Bitcoin Cash, especially because this is a fork of the original Bitcoin, having faster transaction and lower transaction fee, the most important part of it. So that's number two, Bitcoin Cash. Number three on my, okay, we did discuss the price. Okay, number three on my list is Litecoin. Now Litecoin was invented back in 2011. They, even though they have been a slow growth, but I know a lot of companies which use Litecoin, which prefer Litecoin over Bitcoin because of its fast transaction and again the low transaction fee. This has got a 84 million supply, and I do think that this can be a great future. Talking about the price point, it was introduced in January, it was about $4, and right now it's being traded about $62. So not a bad growth at all. That's number three, right? The number four on my list is Dash. Now Dash is also called as digital cash. Now Dash, the best part about Dash is it's a privacy based coin. In fact, when it was launched, it was called as dark coin because you cannot actually explore the addresses. You cannot see who is winning what. Unlike Bitcoin, you can do the ledger is transparent, right? You can see which address has how many Bitcoins. But Dash, it's a private currency. It's a privacy based cryptocurrency. Not only that, I have seen the Dash community, the Dash developer, they do hold a lot of conferences across the globe. We recently had a Dash conference in London. A very active team, a very active community. They are trading at about, Dash is trading about $429, but back in January it was just about $100. So look at the growth, almost $400 growth, as good as Ethereum, probably better than Ethereum. And they have about 18 millions 900,000 of coin supply. So that's number four on my list, which can help you retire in the next 2 or 3 or 4 years. The number five on my list is NEO. Now, Neo is called the Ethereum of China. As you guys know, the China is one of those countries which likes to make their own product, they make their own technology. You talk about Amazon, they have their own Amazon, they have their own Google, they have their own Facebook and everything. Now, Neo does have a great support from the Chinese government, and this was rebranded. Basically, Neo was rebranded. It was earlier known as and shares. And if you look at the price growth of Neo, so in January, as on 1st of January, when it was called and shares, the price was about 14 cents. If you look at the price today, is somewhere around $30, which is a great growth again. And I also get to hear that now very soon a lot of ICOs will use Neo to raise funds and to build their own decentralized application. So these are the five top cryptocurrencies that I think can help you retire, can help somebody retire. Like, having said that, this is not a financial advice. Please do your due diligence and invest only as much as you are ready to lose, because this is cryptocurrencies. We are very too early into this technology, and this technology is evolving slowly and gradually. So that's my top five. As most of you asked, which are the other cryptocurrencies that I should get into since Bitcoin is too expensive. This is just my opinion and thought. Do let me know if you think there are any other cryptocurrencies that can be the same. Of course, there are like Zcash and others, but these are just my top five. Please do let me know your favorite cryptocurrency in the comment below, and I would love to read that. I would love to know about them. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you're new to this channel, make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss out on these new financial evolution and news updates on a daily basis. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.